Cristiano, got a lot that I want to get to, not just the handsets, but also to the Samsung deal that you've got and to auto and IoT. But first, I do want to talk about handsets. Mid and low tier is where you see globally particular weakness. What has happened there, and how does 5G factor in?
Well, good morning to all of you. We look at the handset market right now, and it's a market that probably has been impacted by consumer spending, and we brought down slightly down the number of 5G units. You know, the market is down for the because of the macroeconomic headwinds, but we have been somewhat insulated by it because our strategy to concentrate on premium and high tier Android as part of our mobile strategy and share of wallet is really working. That's why in a market that is not growing, we are growing slightly below 50% still for the fiscal year 22. And when we look at the things that are driving our guide, we do see weakness in the mid and low, but the premium tier has been more resilient. And the big news really is our agreement with Samsung. It actually protects us and set us for the long term in the handset market because it's an agreement that expand our share and provide a lot of stability for this strategy to be concentrated on premium tier Android Snapdragon platforms.
So here's how I'm looking at this Samsung deal, and tell me where, if anywhere, I've got this wrong. You went from about a 40% share in Galaxy devices to over a 70% share more recently, and this agreement seems to, I don't want to say lock that in, but make it more likely that you stay near the 70% tier. But perhaps more important, Apple is trying to sort of work you guys, 5G modem-wise, out of their product. But this sort of raises the stakes for them in the sense that if they can't get their product as good as yours, right, it's more likely that Samsung is going to have yours and therefore going to be better than them. Do I have that wrong?
Well, there's a lot in here to unpack. Let's just take one at a time. This agreement is actually the most significant thing in the quarter besides our record auto and IoT revenues, which shows the strategy to diversify the company away from handset is working. The reason this agreement is significant because it has two important parts. The first part is it's a renewal of our patent license agreement with Samsung all the way to 2030, including upcoming 6G technology. So what that does, provide incredible stability for our licensing business revenue stream and provide an incredible benchmark for renewal of license agreement, especially if you think of a market like the United States that the choices are between a Galaxy from Samsung and an iPhone. So that's a very important part. The second part is what it does to our chipset business in mobile. We have been very focused on saying this is a market that is mature. We've been focusing on share of wallet, increasing earnings, and flagship, Snapdragon. Remember, when we sell a Snapdragon to a Galaxy phone, for example, it has the same revenue and earnings because of a lot of more processor content than selling a modem to 5 iPhones. So when we look at this agreement, it basically shows, to correct what you said before, is we're expanding share. So we were 75% in the Galaxy S22. When you look at the Galaxy S23, our share is going to be higher. So we're really now able to launch that our platform on Samsung devices globally, and that's a multi-year agreement. And the last part of that answer is when you ask about Apple. Look, we have a great relationship with them. We've been executing on our contract. We stay behind our 5G modem leadership. So there's always opportunity for Qualcomm as long as technology matters in cellular.